Hello, Leonard. Welcome. It's been a while. Come on in, guys. I know I've been gone for a while. It's been rough out here in these streets. Can you hear me okay, Leonard? Oh, you can. Thank you, darling. See, great minds think alike. I don't know if you read the description or not, but the venue that I'm on now, let's put it that way, I have to be real careful of what I say and how I say it. Because as I mentioned in the description, since my last video, it wasn't really a video, I was just singing with the chickens, but the I don't know, whatever the powers that be that are monitoring everything took down, I think, probably about 10 of my videos. And I went back to see exactly which ones were causing the most problems. And the most problems are being caused because I say things that go against the, I have to be careful about this too. Oh, we're going to call him the hoot owl. The hoot owl, like whoo, 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 like the owl. Organization. It goes against their recommendations of what they're stating. And if anyone says anything different than what they're saying, even though it's been proven to be true, what we're saying, because it goes against what this organization says, my videos were taken down. And since my last video, a lot has occurred. You know, we've been talking, the last few years I've been talking about distractions, lots and lots of distractions. Distractions about what's really happening all around us, what's happening to us. They're trying to keep our focus away from what's really important by flooding media with all of this nonsense. Like the current president, Biden, stepping down. Oh, he didn't step down. That was a coup. And if you guys remember, or if you watch, I forget what, it was some kind of speech where Obama and Biden and some other folks were there. But then at the end of the speech or the end of the program or whatever, Biden was just kind of standing there, lost. And if you remember correctly, 2 years ago, I was talking about his decline. Something is wrong with him. He's not running the country. Somebody else is running the country. And I threw out there who I thought it might be. And back at that time, I thought it was still Obama. And I'm still convinced that he is playing an integral role in what's occurring today. At the end of that speech, Biden was standing there looking bewildered. And if you remember correctly, Obama came up, tapped him, got his attention, put his hand on his shoulder, and led him off stage. When I saw that, I said, here we go. They can't hide it anymore. And all this stuff about, you know, Jean-Pierre, whatever her name is, the spokesperson for Biden, week after week, month after month, year after year, talking about how sharp as a tack President Biden was. He runs circles around us. How can any of those people sleep at night, knowing that this man has dementia? But yet they covered for him. Not covered for him, but covered for the deep state. Because he was just a plant from the very beginning. But again, when Obama led him off stage with his hand on his shoulder, I said, here we go. Here we go. They've got to get rid of him now. And when he came back and said, I am going to win. I am going to keep fighting. We're going to win. And then a few days later, he decides to hand over the torch to the younger generation. I wonder what happened to him those few days in between his last speech and the speech of him stepping down and handing the torch over. I wonder what happened to him. Could it be that he had a change of heart and he wanted to do what's right for America? Or did they tell him, hey, Joe, the gig's up, pal. You don't know who in the hell you are, where you are. Look, we could do this the easy way, or we could do it the hard way. You can go ahead and bow out, or we invoke the 25th. I think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And then Kamala is about to she gave her acceptance speech for her nomination for the vice president of the United States. She was not nominated. She was plucked and dropped in. She was never nominated. Talk about democracy. And then the continued persecution from the deep state against Trump. Now, I know Trump has said some awful things and did some awful things, but so have a whole bunch of other folks that are in the political arena. But it seems like they're going extra hard against Trump. Why? Are they so dead set against Trump by any means necessary? We have got to get rid of this man. And I knew before long there was going to be an assassination attempt. And it's so funny how all the other buildings were properly manned or womaned. But the building that had the best shot, closest proximity, the agents were inside the building, not on top of the building, which would be the perfect vantage point. Why? Did this young man act alone? I don't think so. This was all very much planned, just like what happened to the Kennedys. And I also find it how ironic it is that they went after RFK Jr. big time. To not even let him on the ballot. What are they so afraid of? Yeah, they're scared of Kennedy. Definitely scared of Kennedy. And then they did an interview with Kennedy, and they asked him, would you, if Trump offered you, because Trump offered him to be the health czar that's going to deal with, making America healthy again, and talking about the I don't even know if I can say that, but the poke controversy in children, that he's been fried for speaking his mind on that, and not only his mind, but bringing forth physicians and scientists and researchers, bringing that information forward, and he squashed. He was asked, would you ever consider heading the FBI? And he said he would. The deep state would never allow that to happen. See, I have qualms about that, allowing the deep state to do whatever they want to do. It's time that we, as the people, simply just stand up, because there's more of them than it is. There's more of us than it is of them. So why can't we just simply stand up and say no? I don't know. But wouldn't that be something if Kennedy did become the director of the FBI? Man, what a vindication that would be of his uncle and his father. See, I'm sitting here talking a lot about politics, because that's one of the mechanisms they're using to keep us distracted. Which brings me to the title of the video, Matrix Update. What's happening in the Matrix? Have you guys been kind of watching the sun? The huge coronal mass sunspots that are opening up on the sun and spewing massive amounts of radiation on us. We can't see it. Some of us can feel it. I feel it. And I could also see the difference in the sun. Remember, we talked about this too in the past, about how the sun used to be yellow. We used to draw the sun as yellow. That's what I remember seeing, a yellow sun. But now the sun is intense and white. Something is definitely happening with the sun. Now, some people say it's not even our sun anymore. Some people are saying that it's some type of sun simulator that's in front of the sun, because our sun is actually dying. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. And see here, I'm talking, and let me turn this camera around so y'all can see me. Hold on. I'm just talking and talking and talking. Let me see if I can turn this thing around. Hold on. Hang on, y'all. Let's see how I do this. More. Settings. Camera. I need the front camera. And here I am. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. Let me turn it over this way. Hold on. Let's go this way. All right. It's good to see you guys again. Hang on. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I'm sitting here in my rocking chair and rock. Now, where was I? Where was I? Hey, Nana Flower Power. How you doing, girl? Who's in here? Who's in here? Who's in here? I said hi to Leonard. Nana. Hi, Nana. Do you remember when JFK Sr. was killed? Yes, I do. I was in kindergarten, I think. Kindergarten. And in my small little mind in kindergarten, I remember feeling intensely sad, confused, not understanding why they would kill that nice man. But I do remember that, not fully understanding any of the politicalness about it or anything. But yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Hey, Althea, good to see you. I've been here. Did you get my email? No, I have not gotten the email. I don't think I have. I have to go back and double check. But it's good to see you, girl. Leatrice, hey, girl. It has been a while. Oh, yeah. I've been thinking about you guys too. You know, the venue, the channel that I'm on now, been really giving me a rough time. They demonetized me. Then they start taking videos down. And I have to say, I was disheartened because I don't know what I can say, how I can say it. And I'm like, oh, I just give up. But then I started thinking, no, they're not going to shut me down. I'm still going to use my voice. However my voice comes out, I'm still going to use my voice. Hey, Rich, good to see you from the UK. Man, I heard it's crazy. I heard it's crazy over there, but it's coming to America. Yeah. Oh, Serengeti girl, it's Sacagawea. You changed your name again. Serengeti girl. I like that. I like that. So that's me. You're changing you're now you're oh, this other message came up. So you're no longer you coming away from your Sacagawea, your Native American heritage to the Serengeti. That's Africa. Oh, it's your business profile. Okay, all right, all right. So you haven't changed. All right. Leatrice says, no, use your voice. No, use your voice and the gift of discernment that God has blessed you with. Thank you, Leatrice. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Screaming. Hi, beautiful. Nice to see you. Got on. Hold on. I have to turn this off so I can see. Nice to see you. Got you on my headphones, walking around doing chores. Really nice to see you back. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. But anyway, where I was, I was talking about politics. And again, politics, and then us being in this matrix and them trying to keep us distracted from everything. And that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the sun, these geomagnetic sun rays that are coming down. And remember I said that I listen to everyone because I'm a truth seeker. I'm seeking the truth. Some folks are saying that the sun is spewing out these energy waves. And I have to be real careful of how I say this now, because that's one of the videos that they took down. So I have to be real careful of how I say this. But it was said when first came out, when they first started pushing that, a lot of spiritual minded people, physicians, and scientists said that there was something in that was going to block what's coming from the sun to upgrade our DNA. And this was supposed to block it, to keep us from ascending. Is that true? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything. I'm just repeating what I heard and how it resonated in my core as a possibility. Something is occurring as we speak, whether it's timelines, a glitch in the matrix, time jumping, putting time back. Something is being manipulated. And then to the UAP sightings in the sky, in the water, in people's homes. And it brings back full circle again with me, all the research that I've done over the last 8 years about other beings from different galaxies, different planets, extraterrestrial, intraterrestrial. There's something to that, big time. And as I mentioned before, those old Sumerian stories of Enki and Enlil, the Elohim, I think it's the same story today. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. So what do we do now? What should we focus on right now? For me, I'm paying attention to what's happening all around me. But most importantly, go within. Everything that we need and we want and we desire is within. And I think that's why so many distractions, to keep us focused on everything that's happening around us, keeping us in a state of fear, in confusion. Till we look outwardly for everything when we should do is look in, look within. So that's what I've been doing. I know I've been gone quite a while. I haven't been doing a lot of videos, and I mentioned to you why I haven't been doing, because I was discouraged. But I just have to find a different way. And I miss you guys. I miss you. I miss checking in with you and you guys checking in with me. So I just have to find a different way of sharing and connecting with you guys. Now on the homestead, things are crack-a-lacking along. The garden is doing okay this year. The weather has been kind of weird. Again, I didn't get any cucumbers this year at all. Mega load of tomatoes, though. I got so many tomatoes. I know that I've harvested at least, let me not exaggerate, about 80 pounds from my little garden, about 80 pounds. And I've made regular salsa, mango salsa, marinara sauce, tomato relish. And I'm going to make a tomato jam pretty soon. And I've been doing a lot of wild foraging too. I recently discovered goldenrod. I have them on the porch. I'm not going to go get it now, but you see that it growing pretty much everywhere. Goldenrod. A lot of people think that it causes people to have allergies because it blooms the same time as ragweed does. But no, goldenrod is amazing. It's a wonderful medicinal plant. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, blood purifier. The one that caught my attention, though, is a huge liver detox with all the heavy metals that's being everywhere. I have to be careful with that too. But I make a goldenrod oxymel. Actually, I think I kind of showed you guys. Let me turn it this way if you can see. Can you see my oxymels? There we go. I have oxymels and simple syrups. And I've been canning lots of jams and jellies because I've been frequenting the farmer's market and selling my wares at the farmer's market. It's been fun. But what I do with the goldenrod is it's called an oxymel. And an oxymel is an old folk remedy. It's organic apple cider vinegar, organic raw honey. And you take whatever fresh or dried herb you're trying to derive the medicinal properties out of. So I'll take like about a gallon jar like that, and I'll fill it with my fresh or dried herbs of choice. And then I'll fill it up, cover the plant matter with apple cider vinegar. And you let it set in a cool, dark place for about 8 to 10 weeks. And then you pour that liquid off of it, and then you add the equal amount of honey to that. And oxymel is a Greek word, and it means honey vinegar. That's all it means. Huge medicinal properties. I've also made an elderberry syrup, which is a huge immune booster. And all of this was harvested on the homestead. I'm so excited. On the homestead. I also did a Tulsi basil mint oxymel. And there was another one I did. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But the Tulsi basil oxymel is also excellent, antimicrobial, antibacterial, blood purifier. If you have an upset stomach, it'll settle your stomach right down. There's so many medicinal properties to the stuff that we eat every day. And then I discovered this too, the fig leaf, guys. The fig leaf, just the fig trees. I discovered that the fig leaf is edible and medicinal. I was shocked. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep, so I was researching of unusual things that have medicinal or edible properties. And it was the fig leaf. And so I got up the next morning, crack of dawn, and had to go get that fig leaf. The fig leaf is antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, anti-hypertensive, lowers your blood pressure as well. That's what blood pressure, and it lowers your blood sugar. The blood sugar is what got me, because I used to have that problem with my A1C. I don't have that issue anymore, but I know a lot of people have trouble with their blood sugar, controlling it or regulating it. So, but then the part that got me is they said if you take the fig leaf and you toast it in the oven for like about 6 minutes, and then you infuse it in pure cane sugar and water. It tastes like toasted coconut and vanilla. Man, I was shocked. And it actually does. Let me show you. The fig leaf syrup. Hold on, can you see it? The fig leaf syrup actually tastes like toasted coconut and vanilla. You can sweeten your coffee with this. Oh, hold on. You can sweeten your coffee with this, your tea with this, so your smoothie. A lot of people also will use it to take a plain white cake, fresh out of the oven, hot out of the oven, and you kind of drizzle some of that fig leaf syrup on it. It adds moisture to the cake and a punch of flavor. If you don't like all that thick frosting, which I hate, but it's amazing on cake. But I also did a fig leaf vinegar, and I don't think I have it up here right now. But for those who want are really focused on lowering your blood sugar, you don't want the fig leaf syrup because the sugar cancels it out. So I made a fig leaf vinegar with organic apple cider vinegar and the fig leaf. So you get all the medicinal properties, especially the lowering of your blood sugar. So I just wanted to share that tip with you guys. So again, I'm saying this to also to pay attention wherever you are. Pay attention to what's growing around you, because there may come a time to where you won't have access to the Walmart or store or whatever. So look around you right now and look what grows around you that you can eat, and also things that you can use to treat yourself. Okay. What else did I want to share with you guys? What else did I want to share with you guys? What else has been happening? Oh, as you guys know, I have lost to date now 240 pounds. 240 pounds I have lost. I lost a whole big person, 240 pounds. So after all the weight loss, I have the loose skin. As you can see, I have the loose skin. It's not that bad. This doesn't bother me so much because I can kind of cover that up. But the thing that bothers me the most is my belly. My belly, because that's where I know you guys saw a picture of me when at my heaviest. And most of my weight was in my midsection. So I've lost quite a bit of weight, but I still have, I call it a slab of bacon. My slab of bacon is still there. So I went and had a consultation done with a plastic surgeon just to see. And he said that I was a good candidate. But he said that I would need an abdominoplasty. It's called a paniculectomy. A paniculectomy is where they remove the apron belly, the apron part, the hanging part that's left over. But my insurance company approved it, but they only approved the paniculectomy, and that's for the lower part of the abdomen. That's from the belly button and below. They will cover. They won't cover above the belly button. That's considered cosmetic. But my surgeon said that if he was just to perform the paniculectomy, remove the bottom part of the hanging belly, then it would look like Jaws came and took a chunk out of me. Just bit a chunk out of me. So I'd still have that top part flopped over. So I ain't doing that. I'm not going to do that. It causes me a lot of not a lot of problems, but it's cumbersome, especially in the summertime. It gets moist. That's too much information. But I'm just being honest with you. If anybody's interested in my journey, this part of my journey. So what I've been doing is what it is, my insurance again will cover the bottom part, but they won't cover the top part. And the top part is going to cost me $6,000. I ain't got $6,000 right now. So what I've been doing is I've been slaving. I tease my daughter. She says, "Where are you going this weekend, Mom?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to put on my farmer's market hoeing clothes." I'm going to go hold my wares at the farmer's market. And I've been selling quite a bit at the farmer's market. I still got a ways to go. Um, but that's my goal, is to sell as much as I can to generate the money to go and have this surgery done. And a lot of people say, so why do you're almost 70 years old. I'm 68. I'm 68 years old. And I have to say, guys, that I feel healthier than I've ever been in my adult life. I feel healthier than I've ever in my adult life. And yes, I'm 68 years old. I'm I feel like I'm pretty healthy. I'm strong. I know, unless a truck comes and knocks me over, I know that I have another 30, possibly 40 years, because my family has longevity and I'm taking care of my body the best I can. Now, I wish I would have done that a long time ago, but I didn't. So anyway, I'm just rambling now, but that's my new journey of working on this part. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. So I'm going to be, a lot of folks have asked me if I ship, and yes, I will be shipping. If you pay the shipping and handling, I can definitely ship to you. So, but if anybody wants to donate to my slab of bacon removal, Cash App is in the description. So, let's see. Hang on a second. Let's see if there's anybody else. I'm about to get off of here now. I'm about to go and harvest some sumac, and not the poison sumac. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but I know some of you are. But the sumac is just everywhere right now, and there's different kinds of staghorn sumac and I forget, angel wing sumac. I forget the different names, but anyway, I've been clipping the sumac, and I've infused it with raw honey. Sumac is very citrusy. It has a lemony flavor. Actually, the Native Americans used to make a drink out of that, and they used to call Indian lemonade. But the sumac, again, medicinal properties: anti-cancer, antimicrobial, antibacterial, lowers your blood pressure, blood cleanser. There's so many other different properties, and it tastes delicious. So what I did is I infused it in raw honey, so you can sweeten your tea or your smoothie, or just take a spoonful of it. It's delicious. It's just the sumac infused honey. So anyway, that's another one of the products that I've been selling at the market. I gotta take my glasses off to see. Hold on. Nana says, we miss you too. Don't give up now. We need each other to keep ourselves kind of sane. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Atlanta Flower Power. I appreciate you, my sister. Leandra says, my brother-in-law took radiation and the effect, the liver would be good. He has prostate cancer. Yeah. I have my own thoughts about chemo. I've seen what it's done to people. My ex-partner, as you remember, did chemo, and it did a number on him. And still to this day, he's still in remission. However, he has problems falling because the chemo damaged the nerves in his feet. So he has neuropathy. Food is our medicine, and we have every herb and mushroom and on this planet that can help us. We just have to find it. Hey, LA. Let's see. My daughter was trying to help clean out my email. I had saved like 500 recipes for natural healing I was going to print out. She thought they were oh no, she deleted them all. She felt so bad. Oh, sister, I'm sorry. Well, you just have to start again. Make a hard copy though. And what else we got? I don't blame you. I wouldn't do that either. Yep. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'll just keep using baby powder. Not baby powder. because that'll be a lawsuit. It's cornstarch, and whatever I need to do to keep the area okay until the med beds come or I ascend to 5D. And maybe I should do that anyway. What do you guys think? Do you think that's what I want to ask you. Do you guys I really value your opinion. Do you guys think that I should pursue this? Do you think I should push forward as this a goal to have this surgery done, or should I just leave it alone and just wait on 5D or the med beds to come? What do you think? What do you think, y'all? Tell me. While I'm waiting for that, I want to go ahead and touch a little bit on Shambhala. Last year, I was all gung ho about Shambhala and opening up to like-minded people to come and be on the homestead and all that. I don't know. I don't know now, because right now there's no one here on the homestead except me. Right now, my daughter has moved to Springfield. She's like an hour away, and my son he still has his place here. However, he's going back and forth because his girlfriend is in the neighboring city, and ultimately their plan is to move here. But right now he's kind of back and forth. And the folks that I had living in one of the cabins that I had here that was supposed to be here to help me on the homestead in exchange for housing, that didn't turn out. They both got pretty ill, and they ultimately had to move away because of their medical issues. But after they left, I was like, I kind of like not having anyone here, because just having other people here, what it is, I think I'm picking up on their energies. And because I think they were so sick, maybe that's why I picked up on their energy. Because after they left, it was like something had lifted. Something had lifted off of my area. And I sit here sometimes, and I'm having a moment right now, guys. I sit here sometimes, and I am 100% alone out here. I have my dogs, and I got new dogs too. I have Waylon Jennings, and I have two other new pups, Pretty Ricky and Bella Boo. So it's just us out here and my chickens. And sometimes I have to say it gets lonely out here. I do get lonely, and I get teary-eyed about not having someone here to connect with. But then somebody will come around, and I can't wait for them to leave. What is that? What is that? Do any of you guys ever feel like that? That you're lonely and you want to connect with people, but then when people come, their energy is like, get away from me. It's like, is that what do you call that? Is that a crazy empath? I don't know. Let's see if anybody said anything to me yet about what you think I should do. Okay, Nana Flower Power says, I think, yes, keep the goal of surgery. If you are meant to have it, the money will come. If not, keep the way that you are now. Thank you, Nana Flower Power. I appreciate that. You're looking good. Thank you, Nicole, baby girl. Surgery can be so dangerous, so be extremely cautious. Yeah, and I appreciate that, Rich, because I have done a lot of research on this particular surgery, and I've had surgeries in the past before. I've had the gastric bypass surgery, which is a dangerous surgery. I've had, I don't think I've shared that with you guys, but I've had breast reduction at one time. My bra size was a, what was it, 54 or 56 double J or double K. It was crazy. It was crazy. I had to roll over in successions. But anyway, I had uh, probably about 12 pounds of breast tissue removed from my chest. So I know um, surgeries and, how painful it can be. And, the anesthesia, things could go wrong with anesthesia. Post-operative surgery, you could have a blood clot, embolism. So it's really important that you get up and walk. You can also have, your scars, your incision may not heal properly. Infection could set in. There's a host of things that could come from it. So yeah, I'm well aware of the danger risk. Thank you, Rich, for that. And Leonard says, I have been doing a lot of caffeine and sugar cleaning good my body and drinking a lot of water. Awesome. That's awesome, Leonard. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, that's where I mess up too. Not too, because you're doing good, but I mess up because I don't like water. I don't like it. So I have to infuse it with different things. And that's why these things that I'm making, my oxymels, because I add, the herb, the tulsi, basil, the goldenrod, or the elderberry, or whatever. Those liquids all have medicinal properties, and I add it to the water. So I'm drinking the water, but I'm also, and it changes the flavor, so it makes it more palatable for me. But I'm also getting those medications inside of me as well. All right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna get off here. I just wanted to pop in and kind of touch base with you guys and let you know kind of what I've been doing, where my head is, still on this journey, this path to whatever this is. But just remember, what you see around you is all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Go within. Go within, because when things get rough, use as much time as you have now to go within. Be okay. Be more than okay going in. That's where your real peace and solace is within. The kingdom is within. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close out for now. Thank you guys for popping in. I appreciate you popping in. I miss you guys. And I won't stay gone as long next time. I'll see you soon. See you soon. And as always, keep your vibrations high. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.